So was this the traditionally historic location of the enslaved quarters, or is this a recreation?
Meaning this trail? Yes, yes.
This building actually.
The structure, no. The structure was put in place, I want to say back in the 1960s, just as a representative exhibit cabin. Inside, we do have some panels that visitors can read, telling the history of African American life here at Red Hill and in Virginia. Also talks a little bit about Patrick Henry's views on slavery, and talks a little bit about some of the research that we're doing up to modern times, trying to find out more about the African community here at Red Hill because they were such a big part of it.
And what a lot of people may not realize is that Patrick Henry actually changed his views on slavery as he went through life. So it went from, I have slaves, I bought them with my own money, to I now have these people here and I regret having them, but I have no other choice on how to live.
I guess that's one way of putting it, yeah. It was definitely something that he wrestled with through life. There are some interesting stories in regards to African Americans and Patrick Henry. One of those is when he was governor during one of his later terms. A story or a situation of a free black woman came to his attention, and this free black woman had a small child, and she wanted, in essence, to travel from point A to point B, but she was terrified to do so because she was afraid she was going to be picked up as a runaway. And he wrote a letter as governor of Virginia. He wrote a letter to his attorney general allocating a certain amount of money, basically saying, you make sure she safely gets from point A to point B. And so it's kind of an interesting, I would say contradiction, but I'll use that word, kind of an interesting story in regards to kind of Patrick Henry doing the right thing according to the law, making sure that this free woman was safe in her travels.
So you actually pointed out the word contradiction, and that's a great way to describe it, because a lot of times we do have slaves, and contrary to the beliefs, they had slaves. And when it comes to Jefferson, who wrote the words, and George Mason wrote the words, Virginia Resolve, Virginia Bill of Rights, everybody should be free, but yet they both owned slaves. And in Jefferson's case, he actually at one point owned his mistress and some of his children. This is the cabin inside of Red Hill. Now, how truthful to archaeological fact is the cabin's structure?
This definitely is a building. It was moved here, I want to say, West Virginia, off the top of my head, in the early 1960s. This actually would not have been representative of a dwelling place, of a cabin. You'll notice there's one door, there's no windows except for one up top. This structure probably was originally constructed as a storage barn or a barn, not necessarily a dwelling.
Okay. And I want to point out quickly, you were joined by a member of Red Hill, Miss.
Hi, I'm Sydney.
And what do you do here at Red Hill?
I'm the marketing coordinator, so all things social media.
So if you're seeing this video, leave a comment and Sydney will reply.
Yes.
So where are we going to next? We go east.
We will exit the building, and we will go down to the site where they're presently doing archaeology.
Now, how active of an archaeological site is Red Hill?
Very active. We have 2 full-time archaeologists. At the moment, not specifically today, but during the summer, we do have a group from Longwood University, about 10 students from Longwood, archaeology students from Longwood, that are living here at Red Hill for the summer, and they're working on some original cabin sites, foundations, and finding some pretty interesting things.
By all means, let's go see them.
Let's do it.